just like that thing. It's just planning. It's getting out ahead of it. It's asking the right people. And if you think it's the right solution for you, start early, start often, and really be very methodical and organized about it.
Maybe the biggest mistake a client has made as it pertains to capital gains tax deferral. In other words, what's that story where you're just like, oh, I wish they would have known either about the deferred sales trust, what was that story that really would have made a huge difference had they known about the deferred sales trust?
I think probably the obvious one, which is waiting too long, going too far down the path. There's probably a gray area, which we don't tend to be anywhere near. That gray area is when you've gone into the process of maybe there's, letters of intent or other things, or where the potential sale is simply too far progressed, right? And then it's like, no, this is not supposed to be I sold my house yesterday. Can I stick it in here real quick and get around? No. When we hear get around, okay, that's no, we're not getting around anything, right? There's a specific set of steps that have to happen in a specific order, with some reasonable amount of time. And so it's just like that thing. It's just planning. It's getting out ahead of it. It's asking the right people. And if you think it's the right solution for you, start early, start often, and really be very methodical and organized about it. So yeah, it's the shame. We have one client now, we're managing the money, and it didn't come out of a DST transaction. They were too far down the path. They'd already committed. We can't, it's too late. And so they were so pleased with our guidance and being forthright, and they have other real estate and other things that they want to transact. And they said, well, okay, all right, well, next time we'll do it right. We understand now. We didn't know about it before. And they said, well, will you manage this money anyway, the after-tax money? I said, sure, I'll do. Yeah, absolutely, we can do that. So I think that would be one comment. I think the other comment would be, well, maybe were there two parts to the question? I want to make sure I'm answering it
No,
properly.
I think you answered it really well.
Gosh, what a shame.
Yeah, you answered it really well. Just that was a story of a client who was too far down, and for those who are listening, we can save a failed 1031 exchange, so that is a nice part of it. Depending on the timing of that as well. So for investment real estate owners who happen to be in the 1031, good. But everything else we've really got to do before close of escrow, not only before close of escrow, but before the buyer removes all contingencies. And that's really the key thing where the IRS looks at what's called constructive or actual receipt. Constructive means there's really nothing that's going to withhold you from taking, these funds in the next 7, 10 days, whenever it's going to close, 3 days. And had you not set up the trust prior to that point, that's the window where you can get in trouble. So you got to, we want to be early, set it up, sometimes even before even a listing goes onto the marketplace, to keep yourself, the earlier the better. And the neat part about us too is we don't charge unless you do the deal. So it's really a no cost due diligence. And it's also a no cost in case the buyer doesn't work out. So, no, you shared it very well. Well, David, any thoughts there, or are you ready for the lightning round?
No, I think the other comment would be, although it might be getting too technical, it might be for later. Then it's just a realistic understanding of what can be done with assets that are in the trust. We see folks who are like, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to sell my house to the trust, and then I'm going to have my son or daughter live in the house and not pay rent, and then I'm going to no again. Well, that way we can get around. No, get around. No, get around.